In conclusion, in this course, we've seen various elements of methods for you to be able to output your content. For example, if we go to this drop-down menu, we've looked at posters, flyers, invitations, and postcards. We can in fact also look at printing t-shirts in the very same way that we did all of the other print materials. We also looked at each element of the Canva for Work bundle: resizing, the brand kit, animation, images, folders, our transparent backgrounds, and different fonts. And we did live examples of different methods of being able to output content into different formats. Branding and resizing gives us the ability to take one of our existing designs and create other forms. For example, we can take an existing form to create a t-shirt. We can then resize the design and make it available on a t-shirt. And we can order in various quantities. We've also looked at how Canva works with teams. And we've looked at Canva for Work in a way so that you'll be able to tell if this is something that's going to be worth the investment. So with that, thanks, and I'll see you either in another video or in another course. Welcome back. Now, if you have Canva for Work, one of the things you can do is you can download your image as a GIF file or animated image. And so to do that, what you do is you'd go to your download area. You're then going to look for the file type. You'll then click on the drop-down arrow. You'll then choose animation, which will be enabled because you have Canva for Work. And it's in this panel that you can choose your animation style. And you'll see them here. And as you click on each one, you can see how the animation is going to perform once the image is created. Once you choose a particular animation style, then you can determine which file format the image is going to be downloaded in. So for example, we can choose that a file format will be MP4, or we can choose that the file format will be animated GIF. In this case, we're going to choose that this is going to be an animated GIF. We're then going to click Download. Canva will then prepare the design. You'll then be able to download the image to your hard drive. Once you do that, then what you can do is you can click on the animated image so that you can look at it to see if it meets your specifications. And you'll see that our image is now animated. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now you can also output to having invitations printed. And so what you can do here is you can go to the search bar, you can write in invitation. And what you'll notice is that you can do an invitation is 14 centimeters by 14 centimeters, or you can do an invitation which is 5 inches by 7 inches. Now in this case, we're going to choose the first invitation. Of course, what you'll do is you will choose a template. You'll then edit it to be what you want it to be. And then you'll go to this area that says Print Invitations. And what you'll notice is that you're going to be ordering invitations to be sent to you. And you can have envelopes done with them also. Or you can do the envelopes yourself. You'll then click Continue. You'll then go through your image quality and then click Continue. You'll then be mindful of your white edges and then you'll click Continue. You'll make sure that you don't have any bleeding onto the edges. You'll then click Continue. And then your proof will be generated. You'll then want to make sure that you're looking at your proof. You can then verify that your proof is what you want it to be. You'll then click the disclosure. You'll then click Continue. And then you'll go through the shipping process. Once you've completed it, you can then confirm using the credit cards you have on file. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now you can also output your content into a flyer. And so what you can do is you can write in flyer into the search. You'll see a suggested link. You'll click that link. It's going to bring you into your canvas. What Canva is going to do is it's going to bring you into an area where you're going to have templates that are suggested for you to print off into flyers. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose one of these templates. You would then edit your flyers, and then you can click this button that says Print Flyers. Now obviously you can print this flyer and have it created through Canva, but what you can also do is you can download the document and download it as a standard PDF document. You're going to click this download link. What you're going to do is you're going to print this as a PDF. And you can print this as a high quality multi-page document. Image has premium images. So what we're going to do to walk through this process is we're going to pick a template that does not have premium images. And so basically all you would do is click this download button. Canva is then going to prepare the design, and then you're going to have a high quality PDF. You're going to save that PDF to your hard drive. You're then going to open up that PDF. You'll then have it available, and all you'll need to do then is you'll need to print it using your color printer. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to work with the Canva for Work Resize option. Now let's assume that you are creating a poster design. And so by doing that poster design, you're going to pick a certain template. You're going to bring that template into your canvas. And then once you've used the template for the method that you want, it's possible that you may want to use it for another format. And so what you're going to want to do is to resize the template. And so basically, what the Magic Resize allows you to do is to take the existing design and make it ready for any of the other formats. So while we have a poster design, it's quite possible that we may want to turn this into a presentation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click this button that says Copy and Resize. And this allows us to keep our design the way it is, as well as to create a resized document. We could just choose to resize the document as is and not make a copy. However, we are going to keep this design. So we're going to click Copy and Resize. So what Canva does is it then turns this into a presentation that we can then edit for a different use. And we can do this for as many times as we want. We can go back into the resize area, and we can determine that what we want to do with this is we want to turn it into a business card. However, we want to keep our design for our presentation. We don't just want to resize it, we want to copy and resize it. So then Canva goes through the process of turning this into a business card, which we can then use to either print as a business card or present. And that's how you use the Magic Resize. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.